Welcome to VP4TV. Tonight it's Friday Night 9-Ball with 9-Ball. Don't forget to hit that like button and bell for notifications.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. We're back for Friday Night 9-Ball. And at last count, we had 12 in. We were 4 shot. We'll do a quick refresh and have a quick look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 2 spots left. And we've got about 3 minutes left. Oops. Right, another thing to check on here is the schedule for the 10-Ball World Championships. Quick update on that. There are matches on, most of which I can't get because they're at US time. We've got Interchange in Azeric. That's Sunday at 1:30 AM in the morning. So again, hopefully Slim or Steve is going to cover that. We've got Cobra and Acero on Sunday at 1 PM my time in the afternoon. Problem with that is I'm working till 2 on Sunday at the moment. I don't know. It's more than likely I'm still going to be working till 2, but it's up in the air at the moment, that. So the chances are I won't be covering it. We've got Spectre Dawn and Bullabog. That is next Friday at 2:30 in the afternoon. I will be able to do that one. And then we've got Stub against Vinces. That is next Sunday at midnight. Sorry, that'll be Saturday night midnight, if you know what I mean, in the UK, into Sunday morning. So again, I won't be there for that one because I'm working Monday morning. So out of those 3 matches, I can cover one. The rest will have to be hopefully Slim or Steve if they're around, because I would like to watch all of them. So that covers that. Back to the tournament. Now, as pointed out in the post that we're doing in the lobby, we're doing this on YouTube only tonight. We've got 1 spot left, which is not bad. That is probably it. Now, I've just realised something, and maybe you guys can help me here. This friend request that's pending is from this guy, Kravis7181. Is that lunatic? What's his name? Because I declined it the first time round. I'm going to do it again. And he sent another one after that. So I don't know who it is, but I've never seen him in the lobby. But I'm thinking it's that other nutcase. What's his name? Welcome to Slim. Is that Slim? Hopefully you can cover those matches, Slim or Steve. Maybe you can negotiate with one another, because I would like to see them. I don't want to miss them. But I certainly won't be around for them. So we are on YouTube only tonight. So if anybody's thinking of watching on Twitch or anything else, it won't be there. It's just going to be on YouTube. I don't know who he is. I don't know the guy. I've never spoken to the guy. Anyway, interesting response by Semi-Pro to my question on the community tab about Albinario's so-called bottling out in the shot. Semi-Pro gave his explanation for not playing the shot. And the outcome that could have happened if he did play the shot. Now, if he'd played the shot I was talking about, and I've looked at it, the obvious thing that could go wrong with that shot that I was talking about was the 9-ball. I think the 9-ball could have caused an interference if you forced that cue ball forward and spun it with right English to get up to the right-hand side of the 6-ball. That could have caused an issue in terms of the risk of getting hooked. I still think your odds were far better playing that shot than they were for leaving it an 8.5-foot cut in a 6-ball that was really tough. Bear in mind the circumstances he was in at the time. So everybody's got an opinion. My opinion was that he didn't play the right shot. He bailed out and he paid the price for it. But that's by the by. I'm sure he might have looked at it differently had he another go at that. So the rooms are up. Presumably we've got. Did we get a full house? That looks as if we got a full house. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we did. We didn't. We've just got 7 rooms up. So we've got. We've got 1 buy. Let's have a look at the bracket before we pick a room. And that's not the bracket. Where the hell is it? There we go. If we can get the damn thing to work. What the hell's happening here? That's better. Right, so we've got Wink at me against Jezdev. Jezdev getting 7 and out. We've got Spectre Dawn and Pie, 7 and out for Pie. We've got Preacher 7 and out against Coldest Pillow. We've got Eloquenti and Smoking Sid. Eloquenti's got 8 ball. Semi-Pro's got a bye. One Pocket Slim is up against Stefan. That sounds like a good match. Again, Stefan is either going to blow hot and cold. There's no in between with Stefan. He's either bloody good or he's total crap. And I have to say, and the evidence is there, that all the times I've watched him, he's been crap. So he's got a chance to redeem himself tonight against Slim. We've got Brainful out against Bankster. That's quite a good match as well. And we've got Larry against Snotty, who's getting 6 and out. So Larry's already in trouble up against a hefty handicap. So we'll jump in and we'll catch the One Pocket Slim Stefan match. So Stefan getting the 8 ball. Now hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. You can let me know if it's good, bad or ugly. Now, Steve still hasn't done this update. He hasn't said when he's going to do it, but there is an update imminent for Virtual Pool 4 for this new game that nobody's going to play, probably, and 1 or 2 fixes that he's hoping to implement. And when the update does come, remember you go to the support page, look down the right hand side and you'll see the changelog button, and when you press that, it will give you the update as to what it was and what was done. I will for sure, and I know Cobra will. I'm missing something there in the call. What's that about? Travis is fine, blah 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 blah. I will for sure, and I know Cobra will. What are you talking about, Semi-Pro? Have I missed something in the chat? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what that's a response to. Anyway. So, Slim's had a jump, and let's have a quick look. Well, that 4 ball does go. The problem is, of course, the cue ball's thumping into the 8 ball. He might pot the 8 ball at the same time here, but he needs to come back off this if he can. And he has done, and that's well played. That is very well played. Use that 8 ball there just to come back a couple of inches. What you just said. What did I say, Semi-Pro? Because I wasn't listening to what I was saying. about new game. Oh, about the update. Right, I've got you now. What I was talking about the update in the what do you call it? The support page. Yeah, I don't know whether he's going to do it over the weekend or not. He hasn't said anything else. So Stefan did well there in rack number 2, getting out. He's come up dry though. But you see, you've all got excuses one way. You're all younger than me. My excuse is I'm older than you and I'm knackered. when I'm doing this. I'm semi-conscious when I'm doing this every week. Well, there's a big mistake from Slim. Obviously tried to play the 1-9 combo. He got the 9, but he scratched. So Stefan has a good table here. He should probably, I don't know whether he wants to nip back for that 3. Yeah, I think the problem there is he might have been better taking that long, that 3 ball, because now he's got a fiddly one to go on the 4. I don't know whether he can dink it in, and that's the problem. The problem was the line of that 7 ball, but he's maybe come out quite good here though. He's okay. The only problem is he's got to avoid hitting the 5 if he can. And that's still not bad. Good evening to Mark. So, just stop the cue ball for the 7. Little bump in the 7, come up for the 8 ball into the opposite corner pocket. Now he's gone a wee bit sharper, but he should be fine. So I had to laugh this afternoon when I switched the news on. Did you see that, Mark? About the judge naming these 2 murderers, right? And then you've got this, I don't know whether there was some kind of social worker or whoever they are, and saying that the judge shouldn't have named them. You know, think about their futures. They've got no future as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they're only jailed for 20 years, the 2 of them. One slightly longer than the other. And I hope something bad happens to them in the bloody prison. So I do. They bloody plotted the thing. They plotted it and carried it out and butchered this lassie, who, according to the information, is transgender. I don't know what the hell that's got to do with it. Stabbed her about 27 times and then pissed off and caught a bus or whatever. Unbelievable. As if, yeah, we want to know who they are. Don't give a shit what age they are. So, a very quick response from Slim. And it's 2 apiece. Has he gone too far? Nope. Again, this is a good table for Stefan to respond here. Now he's just going to bump that 7. He doesn't want to bump forward too far. He should use that as a stopper, and he'll be on the 5. Shouldn't be a problem. You see, he goes digging into the cue ball for no reason. All he had to do was stop that. And now he's completely out of shape. And there's a good chance. Again, you know, he's going to get the bank, but he's making life hard for himself. But there's no way he needed to do that. Now, he's just got to be careful with this. So he's got away with that one a bit there, because he played that a bit silly, but he's got the lead. No, I'm just doing YouTube only. I need all the more subscribers on YouTube than I ever do on Twitch. Why could you not arrange your match for 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, Cobra? I'm still at work at up till 2 o'clock on Sunday. Mind you, what time is it where he is? Probably getting very late at night. I forgot who it is you're playing again. Who the hell is it you're playing? Well, Slim has a problem. Everything's good so far, but he's going to need a bump. Well, Preacher, I don't think, showed up. That's the 10 minutes gone, so Coldest Pillow gets an easy bye. Aye, so it would be about 10 o'clock at night in Tokyo, or wherever it is he stays. I said to them at work, see, Sunday ends up being our busiest day for some reason, and the problem is most of our main pickers don't work weekends, which is bloody stupid. Or did I read that? Preacher wins by 4? Oh, you're right enough. What the hell happened to Coldest Pillow? I read that wrong. I'm trying to read the chat and read the bloody on-screen things as well at the same time. Keep telling you, I've got an excuse. Aye, so I said at the work today, I says, any chance of me getting away a wee bit earlier on Sunday? Probably not. The last few weeks we've had over 400 odd orders on a Sunday when half of the pickers don't work on Sundays, which is ridiculous. And I'm not contracted for a Sunday. I do Sundays overtime. Well, Stefan doesn't want to improve the situation up there. He's bumped to 8, but he's not caused any damage. Although this cut in the 7, well, he's played the bank. Now he's looking at the 8-9 combo. I don't know whether this goes. I mean, I'm looking to see the line. It's going in between the diamonds. It might go to the long rail too soon. But it went to the short rail. Aye, so Coldest Pillow was a no-show then. In fact, he's in the lobby. No. Obviously, get caught up in something. So, 4-2 now to Stefan. And balls flying in. What's went there? The 3 and the 6, the 5. Dodgy cut in the 1. He tried the combo. Well, this looks fairly straightforward. Back out on the table for the 2. No, shouldn't be any issues here for Slim, other than self-inflicted issues. But don't forget, we've got, is it week 4 or week 3? I've lost count already. Anyway, we'll get the next instalment of the 9-ball leagues tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. So Slim back to within 1. And he's got a ball, which I think was the, what was it, the 5-ball and the 8, which is, it is week 3. And the 8-ball comes back up because that's Stefan's money ball. So Slim just has to get behind this 4-ball, which he certainly can. He's got a nice angle just to stun across. We should be all square within the next 90 seconds. I'm looking at my frame rate. I've got the little display that comes up in the middle of the bottom of the screen, and it's saying it's going from 59 to 61. I mean, I could only ever stream at 60 FPS, but it's flicking at 59, 61, 59, 61, 62. It went to there. I were wondering where you were, CP. I got it wrong. I said you'd won. I get told off for making that mistake. Oh well, you've got the one loss side, so don't forget. There's that pattern with the 3 balls again. There we go. This time it's the opposite side. And that 2 ball doesn't go. Not that you're playing the 2 ball there, he's trying to kick at the 2. So Stefan can certainly, well, he's got ball in hand, so he can get the 2. He's just got to come down low enough to get the 3, so we'll give him that. And then the most obvious thing in the world is this here, where if he gets down to try and play this combo, if that 6 ball goes too tight, the 9 might not go in. And when I say tight to the rail, now that's as good as he's going to get. And that's still going in. I'm not doing any games on Sunday. What game are you talking about? You need to tell me what game it is. The only game I'm doing is the one a week. Is it a week in? I can't remember. It's Friday afternoon, 2:30. I think that's the one game I can do out of all the ones that are on the schedule. No, I won't be there for anything like that. I'm working. Remember, and my days off are Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday, Thursday. But Tuesday, any matches are on Tuesday night. That's fine because I'm finished work. And then I'm off Wednesday and Thursday. But those matches are all US time and that sort of thing, so I can't be there for them. So hopefully Slim and Steve are going to do some or all of them. I don't know, as long as I get to see them. So meanwhile, Stefan has got himself back into the lead with that combo. Slim gets a jump, 2 goes in. Now he can just cut this in and play for a bump in that 6 ball, I think, but not too heavy, because if he just brushes past the 6, he'll have a shot in the 4. If he plays it too soft like that, though, he had to play it a wee bit harder than that, because if he'd gone past the 6, he might have finished sort of there. And now Stefan's got ball in hand again, so the first problem is going from 4 to 5, but from there, he should be good. Walker, never heard of him. Hugh reminds me of 10 Second from 51st Dates film. Never heard of that either. Now, who's Walker and what's his problem? Well, Spectre Don's off like a house on fire again, taking out Pi by 7 racks to 1. A good shot by Stefan. He was around a few years ago, kept having mega tantrums in the lobby over the rating system. Now he's back. Oh no, I never knew the name at all. So is he back for another rant? Or maybe he came back to see if the game was any easier and found out it's not. He'll give a 2-year layoff and see if he gets any better. So Stefan, 1 away from taking out Slim. He's come up dry. Slim's got no shot other than trying to duck here. And the cue ball is gone. And look at that 5-9. Well, Stefan, this is where you screw the head on here. You've got a dead 5-9 down the rail. So ball in hand for the 1. Little dink out for the 2 into the bottom corner. And now he's got to be careful because the angle he's got in this 2 is not good. It's not good because he's the cue ball wants to head to the side pocket here a wee bit. Yeah, he's gone through, needs to miss the 4. Now he's in trouble. And that's what happens so easily. Yeah, the snooker's on tonight. I watched John Higgins today. He was okay to 2-all, then he missed a fairly easy red, and that was it. Lost 5-2 after that. So, Slim, ball in hand again. And Slim will take care of business where Stefan didn't. There's no way he's missing this 5-9. What darts are you talking about? The Premier League? That was last night, was it not? No, the German Masters. If you go to Discovery Plus, go to their website. It's on there live. I've been watching it all during the week. Ali Carter's playing tonight. I can't remember who he's playing. There's a couple of matches on, and then they go down to the 1 table. And that arena in Germany is probably one of the best snooker arenas. Watch the cue ball. Oh dear. Well, Slim has got ball in hand to square the match here. Now, he's just got to negotiate this first problem getting onto the 3. Now, it should be just roll the 2 in and come down for the 3, maybe in the short side, and then just, if he can, just, if you're on the short side of the 3 and you went through, you can get the 4 up the table. That's what he's trying. He's still not gone far enough. So, now he's going to have to come up the table and either play it the side or come past it but into the other corner. And that's gone to the rail too soon. So Stefan has another chance. Sam Craigie. I don't think I've ever seen him play. Right, now, this is a similar shot to what he had earlier on, where he's going to run into the 6 ball and he wants to come back for the 5. So he would have to jack up if he's going to try that. But no, he's content to leave the cut in the 5. So this is the tester, and again, he hasn't been able to do it. How's his luck? It isn't too bad. Yeah, he died a little while ago. He died at least more than a week ago. Maybe longer than that. And Larry's off to a good start. 7 racks to 2 against Snotty. Well, is Stefan going to get in this 8 ball? There's no reason why he shouldn't. Just bump the 6 in, come out into the table. So this to take the scalp of One Pocket Slim. Welcome to Bill. Well, Stefan got through by 7 racks to 5. The question is he going to keep that up? So Slim having to move across. We've had 2 or 3 results. Let's have an update. Quick look. And we've got Wink at Me, who's 5-4 down to Jesdev. Spectre Dawn waiting the winner of that match. We've got Preacher waiting in the winner of Eloquenti and Smoking Sid. Smoking Sid and Eloquenti. Let's get in and watch that. They're 4 apiece according to that. Smoking Sid's from the UK, isn't he? I think he has been around for many a year as well. I'm sure he was a VP3 player. But like a lot of people, he doesn't spend very much time online. That's a miscue. Oh dear. Maybe I've jinxed Eloquenti. Oh, was Elton at the funeral? He likes a good funeral, Elton John. He really cheers everybody up. What did he play? Or was he just, you know, was it just off the cuff? It wasn't the I'm Still Standing, I hope. He died of, he was a serious, he was seriously ill with COVID. And, you know, there was no way he was recovered. And then I think it was complications that he had from COVID. Yeah, he was almost a basket case in the hospital bed. He couldn't do anything for himself. So he was really the probably one of the most serious victims of it. Skyline Pigeon, what the hell is that? So Smoking Sid looking to push out. Well, he's going to get stuck back in here straight away. Now he just wants to catch a tiny bit of this one ball. The only thing is that the tiny bit he catches, they bring the one ball out on the table. Well, he didn't read that. And now there's a good chance for Eloquenti to go for a 3-foul here. With ball in hand, he should have Sid nailed here, but he's not playing for that. Which it doesn't look like it. Well, I think he could have done better with ball in hand than that. In fact, he's left the chance of a billiard here, I think. Yeah, a good stun off that one ball. That's just really poor thinking by Eloquenti. He had ball in hand, he could have played that much, much better and stuck Smoking Sid. Instead, he set him up by a billiard off the one onto the 9. Got to stun this. Yeah, there you go. And that's how you end up looking like an umpty when you have a ball in hand. When you do stuff like that. So, Sid is one away. As far as I know, they're still looking for that one. That's the latest I heard on Radio 2 when I was driving home. That they were still looking for him. And this is a guy who got asylum, who applied for asylum in the UK, and he's got sexual offences against his name, apparently. So there you go. They'll give you asylum, whatever reason. They'll let any mug into the country. Yeah, that monkey, they found a monkey, yeah, that was caught in a person's garden. So they stuck it with the tranquilizer. Well, that's no good from smoking Sid. It's one of them Japanese monkeys that you see sitting in the pool of warm water to keep warm in the winter. It's one of them. They call them snow monkeys. You've seen the picture, the photograph of the monkey sitting with the snow on it while it's in this warm tub of water. So Sid got the hit. He's left the bank. Eloquenti getting the 8 ball. We got a double kiss there. The cue ball's gone. So, oh dear. Well, again, that just tells you about what happens when you don't get table time, but he's flipped to 7. Yeah, Sid's struggling from lack of table time. Well, that's now going to a thin cut. This is going to be tricky. Well, if he does come back, he probably won't come back as Mr. Fox. And there he is on the awkward spot. Overcut it. So Eloquenti has a gift to get back within 1. Just a roll in the 8. Nothing to do. Yes, I will be, yeah. That's my intention. Eloquenti breaking off to try and take this match all the way. They might have a smack at this 1-9. And it's gone in. What a shot that was. Boom, bang. Hill. So Eloquenti going for the centre break. That looks dry. It looks dry, and now I think the gap. Oh no, tell a lie. Again, I'm confusing the 1 ball with the 9 ball. So this is just a dead weight roll. Guys, I think that he's obviously going to go forward here. The only danger is whether he's bumping the 9. Well, he stunned it. He's gone really square. No, it hasn't got changed. We let's just say I forwarded that idea here to Steve, and he came up with every other excuse not to do it. And he threatened that if we did do it, then the handicaps would be even worse. Now, what's he done here? I think he's just okay. I think he's just okay. It looks tight, but if you look at it like that angle to make the pot, he's actually spinning this up. I don't think he needs to. He might want to do that to try and get back across to the 5, though. See, I don't think he needed that. He convinced himself he needed to spin that a bit to get that 4. I don't think he did. But he's come up smelling the roses. Well, that's the thing. There's nothing you can do about giving 5 and out or something like that, and they're banging the break, and a couple of his money balls goes in the break. Nothing you can do about it. It's horrible though. That no start tonight. Is who's playing tonight? Don't know whether there's 1 match or 2 matches on tonight. France and Ireland. Oh, that'll be a good one. I wonder where that's getting shown live. I wonder if it's on. Is it on Sky? What is it on? Council Telly. Ah. Now, hang on a minute. Is it starting now? Let me go on to ITVX. Oh, it's probably STV Player I need to go to. Right, let's go to that, see what's on. Channels. Watch live. Oh, it's a bloody... It's the commercials that's on at the moment. Right, well, I've got it on now. Oh, it starts at 8. Oh, Christ. I'll put the snooker on instead. Hold on, I'll go to what do you call it? Discovery Plus. Let me bring that up. Where is it? There we go. I've got all that through my BT phone account, I think. Kyron Wilson's playing Fans NG. The Ali Carter match must be on. Oh no, the Ali Carter match is there as well, yeah. Right, so what one do I want to watch? We'll put that Sam Craigie game on. Watch live. Well, Smoking Sid's in trouble again here. Bear in mind that that's Eloquenti's money ball. He's going to leave him a bank. Another results come in. Wink at me with a final rack decider win against Jesdev. Where's the Wales match? Is that down in Cardiff? Aye. Right. That's me got the snooker on my phone, so I can keep an eye on that. So did he get the bank? He must have got the bank there. So Eloquenti's taking out Sid. Right, so we need a catch. Oh, now there's a match we're going into next. The one with Wink at Me and Spectre Dawn. So Wink at Me's playing Spectre Dawn. Wink at Me's getting last two. That Eloquenti match is just going to update in a second. And Preacher will be playing Eloquenti. Semi-Pros 3-2 up against Stefan. Stefan getting the 5-ball. That's dangerous. And Larry's waiting on Brain Pull Out and Bankster there at 6-5 at the moment. So we're going to go in and watch Wink at Me and Spectre Dawn. If I can find it. And Wink at Me on the right hand side. Getting last two. Six ball goes in. Oh, now that cue ball's just stuck behind the 4. So there's not really a lot of places you can push out to this without leaving a shot or a bank. So he can't even get to that. He could try massing it, but he need to do that big time. Well, he is going to push out, but let's have a look. Well, I think it cuts very thin, but the cue ball's obviously running all over the place. You haven't a clue whether you're going to be on the 2 or not, but you can certainly bank this. But he's playing the cut. He didn't get it thin enough. Well, these are the type of tables that Spectre Dawn just runs out 99 times out of 100. So, Spectre Dawn still on course to win his first major virtual pool championship. And he's in a strong position to survive his next match against Bullabog. He should be a strong favourite for that. But what he shouldn't be doing is taking things for granted. That's what he doesn't want to be doing. So it's going to be first blood to Spectre Dawn. Now, Wink at Me can pop balls. And he can certainly get to that last 2. But it's going to be one of these games where he might not get a lot of opportunities. And as and when he does, he must be taking them to stay in touch with Spectre Dawn. If he doesn't do that, he's doomed. Well, likewise for Stubb, he's still got a chance of winning it. He still thinks he'll do it his way. He's failed every time he's been trying to do it his way. Watch the cue ball. Oh dear, round the corner and back out. And good on the 2. So this will be 2 rails back into the table for that 5-ball into the bottom right hand corner. Right, 3 rails. This is a bit trickier. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's probably going to have to dig right into this. Is he playing the thin cut? I think he's playing the thin cut. Well, he's contemplated it, but he can take it up top and come to the railing down for the 6 up into the other corner. I mean, that's what he's doing. Now, he could try and bump this 8 ball. He might go 2 rails again. I think he's having a look to see whether he can get a line that will come across and bump that 8 ball. No, he's taking evasive manoeuvres. Probably the right shot as well, because if he bumped that 8 ball wrong, he could have ended up ugly. So this is what it's going to be like for Winkett B. He's going to get few opportunities coming his way. He's just got to be ready to take them if he gets a sniff. And that's a result there, a miss for Bankster. He's taken out Brainful out. 7-5. Meanwhile, Spectre on with a 2-0 lead and Dry. And a jump shot for Winkett Me to get started here. If he can get it. Problem I think here is the path the cue ball might go off this 1 ball. He might catch the 4. It's hard to judge how this is going to go. And he could be hooked in the 2. A strong possibility he could be hooked in the 2. He's missed a 4. And that looks good though. That's worked out very well. Couldn't I ended up any better than that? So, this is the one good chance that Winkett Me's had since the match started. And this is a tricky shot, getting out onto the 4. And also having an angle on that 4 to come back for the 5. Now he's going to be taking some of this 7 ball. He's got to be careful how this comes off. And, well, he's flipped to 7, he'll take that. He's came up good in the 4. Well, I wouldn't be apologising. I'd be apologising if I can't get myself out from here. You get the fluke, you just have to go on with it and make the most of it. So he's getting last 2, so he just needs 5, 6 and 8 to get into this match. I sound like Norman Collier, how? What do you mean? Don't, I think the voice mod's at the default setting. Nobody else has said I sound funny. Breaking up. Nobody else has said it. By the way, Sam Craig is 2-0 up against Ali Carter. Is anybody else noticing my voice breaking up? Nobody knows who you're talking about when you say Norman Collier, Cobra. You're showing your age. Now, what are you talking about, CP 1925? Well, you're just going to have to do a refresh then. You're winding me up, by the way. You can't hear me now. I'm just checking. I'm on my default settings on that voice mod. No, I think he's really hinting at the fact that I'm on YouTube only and not on Twitch. Well, Wink at Me had one good opportunity. That's gone south, and it's 4-0. Well, I'm watching it. Maybe I'm a bit lagging behind the live TV, but I'm watching them in the tunnel at the moment. Some size of bloody tunnel in that stadium. Waiting in the teams coming out. Restarted Tube and better now. Well, any numpty would know to do that, wouldn't they, Cobra? I'm saying nothing. And don't forget to click the little bit in the corner so that you're on the right resolution as well. No, I think I'm going to make Friday Night 9-Ball a YouTube exclusive every week from now on. Semi-pros come through against Stefan. So Stefan now heads over to that one-loss side to join Slim. Wink at Me getting barely a look in here. But he's got a chance now. Spectre drawing, just trying to be a wee bit cute there. So this is a great chance now to get one on the board at least. I wonder what, how they'll expand this 6 nations in the future to it's like the 10 nations. Who else are they going to think of bringing into it? Because inevitably it's going to get bigger and bigger. Well, that's right. Cobra's older than me. When was your birthday, Cobra? When was it? Was it today? September. Oh, I'm older than you. Bastard. So semi-pros got that wrong. I'm August, Cobra September. Now, we're waiting on the apology, Semi-Pro. We're waiting on you apologising to Cobra, saying that he's an older bastard than I am. So Inspector Don, he likes to say it early. Oh well, yeah. Am I not getting a happy birthday then? Because mine's is in August. It's before Cobra's. So 5-1 to Spectre Dawn now. Wink at me is doomed. Unless there's a big turnaround here. Well, that's dry. But it's not an easy start. He can bank back across into the right side pocket. He's going to have no shot in the 2 though. Chances are the cue ball might be hitting that 6. Or he could try ducking up table. Well, he's chosen to push out now. That's a fatal move. Because he's going to, I mean, not Cobra, what's his name again? Spectre Dawn may well take the bait here, although again, he's going to have to get lucky to get anything in the 2 ball. Well, I'm surprised he didn't have a go. So, 1 ball doesn't go. He could try the billiard. Let's have a look. What's it like for the billiard? Yeah, if he plays it gentle enough, he'll give the 5 ball every chance to go in. But the other thing is that he's looking at a combo here for some reason. But if he plays a soft billiard, the 1 ball's going that way. And he's played the combo and it's gone in. Well done. Now that he's done that part, can he follow it through? Well, Spectre Dawn. Oh, it wasn't. Did I think it was Wink at Me? What made me think it was Wink at Me was at the table? I'm trying to read the chat and looking back and forward here. So the 2-9 combo. And it's 6-1. And Smoking Sid survived his first match. And Cold as Pillow has been caught cold. Missed his first match. Went to the 1-loss side. And now he's packing up and going home. So that'll keep him fit and healthy for tomorrow night. Because that's where his main focus should be. For the VP4TV Tactical Geniuses. He's got matches to win tomorrow. That's what happens when you come in cold. So this match is over. Now, who won last week? Cobra was in this last week, was he not? Who won it last week? Was it Cobra that won it? And more to the point, why isn't he in it this week? And we would have had 16 in it if he'd signed up. So, very comfortable win for Spectre Dawn. He's blasting through all comers at the moment. Let's have a quick update. We've got Spectre Dawn through, waiting on the winner of Preacher Eloquente. So, Spectre Dawn has had a 7-1 and a 7-1 so far. And he will be favourite in his next match, although regardless who he plays, he's going to be given a heftier handicap in that next match. Semi-pros waiting the winner of Bankster and Larry. Larry's 4-1 up at the moment, so let's see if I can jinx Larry. Let's head in. Oh, you did win it last week. I thought that. I wasn't sure though, but even though I watched it now, what's happening here? So Bankster getting last two. Oh, I think I've jinxed Bankster. So the big draw for Larry. Oh, he's going forward. That'll work. He might just end up playing this 3-ball long up the table, but no, he had an angle. I didn't think he had enough angle there, so he's cutting it in. And now the tricky part is dropping through to the gap. He looks as if he's stunning down, though. Is he stunning down to the open side here? Can you not get in down? Oh, he is. That's not going to work, is it? He's got the bump. He got the bump. I thought he was going to come back up the table there and hook himself. That was well done. Oh dear, Larry. That wasn't well done. Trying to dink that in and use the bump to hold for the bump in the 9 to hold for the 5, but he's not going to hold to the 4 to the hole. So a gift here for Bankster. I mean, he just needs to stun this in, don't hook himself behind the 8. Drop the 6 in. Sort of dead weightish if he can. Doesn't look as if he's doing that, though he's dragging off it. Now he needs to go high enough. It needs to go high enough. And Jez Dev. In fact, a couple of results there have come through. Brian Pullout survived 4 racks to 2 against Snotty. Bankster's missed his 7-ball. Larry will be banking that in. And Jez Dev's come through against Pie in a final rack decider. And that's not going to go. So Larry's got lucky. Extremely lucky. Well, it'll be 5-1. It's the Super Bowl final next week as well, isn't it? I heard that on the radio the day. A week on Sunday, isn't it? Oh, it was Vernon Kay that was talking about it when I was driving home this morning on Radio 2. Vernon Kay was talking about it, and I can't remember whether he said CBS have got the coverage. He said the name of the channel that's got the rights to it, and you know how many cameras they've got at it. Guess how many cameras they're going to have at the Super Bowl? Have a guess. Give us some numbers. This is cameras all around the stadium covering the match. Nobody want to have a guess? No. All right, Cobra. That's BBC you're talking about. Have another guess. I don't remember exactly how many he did say, but I do know it was a lot. It was, I think he said 185 or 189 cameras. Not 500, no, 100, about 180 odd cameras I've got at the bloody thing. They'll get cameras in each of the goalposts for a start. So Larry's home and dry. Comfortable win for Larry against Bankster. 7 racks to 1. Still 0-0 in the rugby. Right, so we need another quick update. We've got Spectre Dawn still waiting on his next opponent. It looks as if it's going to be Eloquenti. He's 6-2 up against Preacher. We've got Semi-Pro now about to be playing Larry, so that's where we're going next. Smoking Sid's 2-0 up against Stefan in the one-loss side. Slim is waiting on a loser coming through. He's waiting on the loser of Preacher, Eloquenti. Brainful out and Wink at Me. Wink at Me's up 1-0. So we're going to jump in to that match with Semi-Pro and Larry. Ireland are underway. They've got a penalty, 3-0. So Semi-Pro and Larry's getting the 8 ball. Larry won the lag. Larry's come up dry. Possible jump bank on here. Yeah. Give it a go. Well, this is in between. Now, that's not such a good shot from Semi-Pro. He didn't get the cue ball tight. Okay, Larry's hooked, but it's not difficult to hit this one. And that one ball will go. And Larry will be in trouble next shot. Or is Semi-Pro thinking, trying to cut this? I didn't think. You had to get that really thin to go in. So it was a sort of two-way shot. Now he's got Larry in trouble. Now, if I'm Larry, am I trying to get to that one ball, or am I trying to cut to lock something up here? What would be the wiser move? Would it be try to stick something up, make it difficult for Semi-Pro to run out? Well, that's an excellent effort from Larry, the little Massey, and he just needs to nick this one ball in and come up the table and leave the cut on this too. Well, he's played the draw. He hasn't got there though. Hasn't got there. So Larry's got off the hook there. Yeah, that was a shot. He just caught the edge of the two. He was always pushing it towards the 9. Now, Have a look at that 9. It's not dead set to the corner. The line that he would take off that short rail up top is very close to the 3. Now this could catch the point of the side pocket. I don't know whether he's got enough room to get the line. Commentator's eye said it's sort of in between. And the commentator's eye called it right. Caught the knuckle. So semi-pro, ball in hand. And it's probably really just about getting up onto that 4 ball. He's got loads of room. He's gone slightly straight, but he can stun and spin this or draw back and come out into the table, whichever he's comfortable doing. Now, again, what do you want to do here? Do you want to just roll through for the 7 at the side? Yeah. It's going to be 1-0 to semi-pro. Right, so 6 ball is gone. Nothing particularly great on this 1 ball. Playing the bank, I think, into the corner. No. Aye, no. Bank looks good into the corner. Well, I think at best here, this has just got to be sort of dead weight to pot this one and use the 7 just to hold the cue ball here. But it looks as if he's trying to come back off this, the way he's digging in. Maybe he's catching the 7 too thin. Well, he's got there. I didn't know that he had enough room to do that, but he's played that well. Avoided the 7, got into the gap. So now this is a table where Larry should always be getting out here, or at least getting to his money ball anyway. So cut the 3 in up top, stay into the middle of the table for the 4. And then, of course, it's how good he is on the 7 to make it comfortable to get top side of that 8 ball. I mean, there's no way you're playing to play the 8 ball into the side. That's way too tight. And this is a clincher here off this 5 as to where he lands on this 7. This could end up very simple or complicated. And Smoking Sid survives. He's taken Stefan out, 4 racks to 0. Now, how's this finished? Well, it's not bad. All he needs to do is come back, leave the longer cut in the 8 ball, get loads of room. And this is just a dink up the rail. Just dead weight to the pocket, keep the cue ball there or thereabouts. So we're going to be 1-all. But Larry can't buy a ball. Oh, something gone. The 3 ball finally went into the side. And now, what do you do here? Well, again, he's got an easy safety. You think cut the one at the back of the 4, send it to the short rail and duck for cover down this end of the table. It doesn't look that he's doing that, but that's a safety shot. Because if you can bring the cue ball down this side, you can use the 7 and the 2. He went to play the combo, hoping he's going to have a shot in the 1. And he sort of has. But it's a testy one at the side. He'll be on the 2 though. And now he's good. Roll the 2 up top. 5 balls handy. And, well, he should be studding this in. He's going to check it, but he's going to leave it short side. He could have easily stunned it in and nipped across, but not taking any risks. Now, this is just get yourself in a line out onto the 7, make it comfortable. He's going to have to run as he trying to hold it off. Well, he's trying to hold it off. He's just leaving a little bit more of a cut, but that's all he needs anyway for 2-1. I keep forgetting about the bloody handicap. So into rack number 4. Now that's the Larry 9 ball break. He's been breaking like that for 20 odd years. Hasn't changed. And the result's still the same. He's come up dry. Now, have a quick look. This is just a gentle feather. See, that wasn't quite a gentle feather. He's left a shot here. Okay, semi-pro's going to have to work the cue ball big time. He's going to have to miss bumping into the 6 and a scratch to the side here. This could go extremely good or extremely ugly. He's missed the 6. He's bumped the 3. And it couldn't have landed much better. The only problem is the 5's not lined. Now, this is, I don't know that even bumping that to the rail to catch it. He's played it well. But he's not come out good though. Got to keep this 2 ball safe. Now you'd think sending it up to the shore, he's played the billiard off the 6. What a shot that was again, still no luck. 3 ball will cut up the table. I think it's a semi-pro all or nothing visit here. Again, he can cut this back to the short rail and run up top. If he stays over the left side, he's not leaving a bank on because the 6 and 9 are blocking it. Well, I presume he played to maybe cut that, but the end result's good. But if Larry can get this right, he could put semi-pro back in trouble. Got to get a rail. He has done. And he's got cover with the 6. So here's Larry's chance. He's won the safety battle. Again, what's he going to do? Is he going to go 2 rails back out for the 4? Or is he just going to dead weight this in and play the 4 long? Yeah, he's playing it long, and I think the reason for that is he's trying to obviously avoid having anything to do with the 7 ball. Now, this might or might not catch the 7 ball. Well, it has caught it, and he's left it a bit awkward in the 6. He could have risked trying to brush off the 7 and going forward for the 6 into the right-hand side pocket, but you know you can't really judge how much of the 7 ball you're taking. But he's got himself good. Again, I need to look at the angle to see whether he's running or coming back. He's just trying to hold it. So the 8 ball for a 3-1 lead. Larry trying it from the other side. Oh, that 1 ball. Oh, a cue ball I thought was just going to brush it there. But it hasn't. And it's dry again for Larry. So semi-pro is going to get first go here. So 3 ball to get good on that 4 up top. May well be the 5 ball into the left side pocket. So he can stun and I think he can nip across. Hard to judge looking at that from this angle. He's got to miss the bump. He's missed that. Well, it'll be the 5 ball back into this corner pocket, I would imagine. Because the angle's perfect for that. Just drop this in and run up high enough. And semi-pro should be back to within 1. I'll be getting my 10-year award, whatever the hell it is. Probably a bloody gift voucher for a £5, probably. I'll be getting that, I think, in April. Unless they sack me between now and April. So Wink at Me has survived. He's taken Brainfill out. 4 racks to 2. Seven ball goes in for semi-pro. And a dodgy cut in the 1. I think you can see enough of it. Yeah. Dodgy cut in the 1. Danger of getting hooked behind the 4 ball here. He's bumped to 4, so that's worked out very nice. Didn't know he was going to run into it, but that's worked out fine. So the table's just crying out to be run out. Right. Five into the other side. So we're all square. 3 apiece. Semi-breaking rack number 7. Ball has gone. 2 balls still in play. 1 ball into the side. 2 ball into the bottom corner. 4 ball probably into the same, bottom left corner that is. 2 ball into the same pocket. Maybe 4 ball into the same pocket. We didn't want to do that though. We didn't want to do that. We'll get the waggle for that one. So Larry's got his chance. Mistake from semi-pro. Getting himself hooked. So forward, I think. Let's have a look. Aye, just forward off the rail and back out for that 5. He's got a wee dab of right on it so that when it hit the rail it was coming that direction rather than going sort of squarish. Has it got the legs? Just got the legs. Larry was panicking there for a second, I can guarantee you that. And this is going to be testy. Because that cue ball wants to run into the 9. He's avoided that, but he's going to land on top of the 8. And that's what happens, you don't get good on the 7. And 1 pocket slim has come through in a nail biter against Preacher. Final rack decider. Now what does Larry do? I don't know why he's looking at the 9 ball, because he doesn't need the 9, he just needs the 8 ball. And that's going to straighten up. So semi-pro is going to take the lead. So that's one that's got away there for Larry. Didn't get himself good on that 7. Paid the price for it. 8 ball right side pocket. 1 ball left side pocket. And now he needs to play the bump on the 9 and the 3 and not hook himself on the 2 if he's going to take the risk, because the 2 goes into the side. So this could go wrong. And he's at least moved the 9, and it's gone wrong. Another semi-pro wiggle. Always a risk trying to get the break out there, but he had the perfect opportunity to do it. The only major problem was ended up hooked. So Larry's got a bonus free go here. Can he do it this time? So out into the gap between the 6 and 8 are back the way. And he really wants a fairly straight in 5 here if he can get it. And that's okay. I think he's fine off the rail. He's actually drawn to make sure he goes nowhere near the side pocket here. Just going to leave it long. But the more it opens out, the simpler the 6 ball is. He just rolls it in. But he's got to roll through far enough, even if he's in the rail. He doesn't want to be leaving an angle where he's interfering with the 9 ball. And that's fine, even though he's a bit straight. He can just roll through for the 8 and the side. That's all he needs. I mean, you just roll through to here. 8 ball into the side, game over. So all square again. Oh dear, commentator's curse. Larry's blown a gasket. He's missed a simple 8 ball into the side. And that's the hoodoo and the voodoo working. And that's what a big fail again. I'm sure Larry failed the last time he had ball in hand, did he not? He's done it again. Suddenly now there's a 2-rack gap. Big mistake from Larry. When's this new mouse going to arrive, Larry? I wonder. I wonder if he'll tell us he's got the new mouse or whether he'll just keep us guessing. So, Semi's dry break. Leaves nothing on. So this is, if this is me, it's thin in the right side of the 1 and spin right into the corner sharpish so I can come down here to this 5 and 6 down this end of the table. Really thin if I can get it. That's what I'd be trying. Whether I'd do it's a different thing. He hasn't really hit that though. And Semi-Pro's got probably a combo on here. I mean, that's dead set pretty much. Even if it catches a knuckle at the right pace, the 7's got to go in. That's got to go. And the cue ball's got a good pace on it as well. So, it's another poor safety from Larry. He didn't get the length in the cue ball. And unfortunately for him, he left a dead set combo for Semi-Pro. And suddenly this match has ran away from Larry. Self-inflicted damage, most of it. Because Semi-Pro is going to be on the hill, without a shadow of a doubt. So, forward or stop or whatever. Now, this is a big dig to come out of there. Yeah, that's gone wrong because of the angle he left in that 5. He didn't want to hit the 6. And now Larry might have a lifeline here, although this 6 ball is a very good bank into this corner. It's right on that diamond. Plenty of room off the rail. So as long as he gets the line and the pace right, this is a good bank every day of the week. But he hasn't picked a line, and this might finish in no man's land for Larry. Although Larry's got a good bank as well. Got to go for it. And that's going to straighten up again. So that's his chance come and gone. I'm going to have to buy another 3 5 litre bottles of water because I'm down to my last one here. I've got about a litre left, I think. In fact, now that I've mentioned that, I'll get them tomorrow on my way home. So Larry had a glimmer of a chance there. And Semi-Pro once again comes up dry. But he's come up good as far as nothing on for Larry. Smoking Sid survives again. His banks are down 4 racks to 0. Maybe Smoking Sid's warming up now. Now he's at a bit of table time. Wait a minute. Almost got the one. So he's going to brush off the 6, 2 into the side. Dead weight in the 2 into the side, 3 into the other side. Spectre Dawn, another win. Eloquenti's gone by 7 racks to 3. And this match will be over provided Semi-Pro can get on that 6. And that is easier said than done. Because that 6 ball is extremely tight to get to from this side where you're cutting anything. So this is the test, and he's trying for a bump. And would you believe it, he's found a gap. You couldn't write the script for that. He tried for the bump, hoping he'd still be lucky and have a shot in the 5. And he's trying to get below the 6, and that's a good effort. He definitely wanted that little bump there. But he's got a nice angle on the 6. I think if he can come out avoiding the 9 though. Maybe it's not quite so... I think he wants to spin the cue ball up table. I don't know whether he can get it. He might have to leave this a dodgy cut. Yeah. This is a wee testy one. And he's overcut it. They're all testy. And Larry can't bank this because the 9 ball's in the way. And he's going to go for the thin cut. He's going to go for the Albinario cut in the 6 ball. This time it's the 7. Pretty much like that, although I think he was over this side further. And it's too much. And that's Larry's last shot. So Semi-Pro is going to continue on the winner's side. Larry's going over to the Madhouse. So this is a little dig in, stun the 8 ball in, nip across and out for the 9. He could have done making into that a wee bit more, but it should be fine. And, well, last legs it went in. So Semi-Pro goes through. And we'll have a quick check on the bracket. Semi-Pro is now through to play Spectre Dawn. And I will be back in a minute. Just give me a second. Right, I'm back. So, if Cobra's still watching, I've put Twitch on. So if he's still there, he can let us know if it's working. So we've got the hot seat match between Spectre Dawn and Semi Pro. Let's have a quick look over in this one loss side. Smoking Sid and Eloquenti are just underway. We've got one Pocket Slim, 2-1 up against Wink at Me, so we're going to get into that. And one Pocket Slim is about to go to the hill here as well. Watch the cue ball though. Commentator's curse almost. Oh ho ho. High ball goes in. Now, has he got a shot in that one? Not really. Can't even push it through to lock him up either. I mean, he could be crazy and try and cut the one up the table. And he's hoping for cover. Hasn't got it. But I'll tell you what though. This one ball is not quite frozen to the rail. So this is a tough one to nip in. And this cue ball could scratch, by the way. In fact, he's not risking it. He's not risking it. Might be a wise move. Well, this is a bit like the Albinario cutting the 6 ball. This shot here, this is pretty much like it. I think the 6 ball was a wee bit further to the right, but it's a similar angle. And Wink at Me's a blast. Now, how's his luck? I think he might find that this has gone into the gap. Yep, it has done. Now, that 2 ball does go past the 6 as he was trying to stun back the way. Yeah, it will go past the 6, but it is tight. Yeah. Yeah, caught the 6 big time. So, Wink at Me. Did he fluke something there? Oh, Jesus, he's fluked him into that top pocket. Well, it's going to be all over for Wink at Me now. Well, Slim, I think he's just going to roll through right next to the 8 ball here. Yeah. That'll do. And just a nip back into the table. And we'll join the hot seat match immediately after this. So Slim is still there with a 4 racks to 1 win over Wink at Me. Right, so let's jump in. Not there. Where are we? There. That's where we want. So we're still in the first rack. And Spectre Dawn is getting the 8 ball, although that makes no difference at all. That's just gone a bit straight. In fact, it's gone very straight, this cue ball. But it's first blood to semi-pro to see who gets through to tonight's final. So the tournament's been on for an hour and 50 minutes. It's only gone up in 10 minutes to 9 with 15 in it, so it's moving briskly along. And Semi's got the 5 ball, shot in the 1, shot in the 2. Big problem on the 3 to the 4 because the 4 ball's dead. Well, he really needs to get a sharpish angle on this 3 ball from the middle of the table. It's his only chance of getting a bump in the 4 and 7. So he really just wants to cut this in and come up to the middle of the table high enough. A bit like that. I mean, that is pretty good for getting a bump, cutting that one in and coming across table. Oh, he's missed it. Did everything pretty much right there to give himself every chance to get across there to get a hit. So we're going to get a bit of jiggery pokery going on here for the next 10 minutes, I think. Unless Spectre Don is going to try something elaborate here. Is he lining up to try and make a bank? I don't think that's on. Yeah. Now, there might be a chance. No, it's too close. I was going to say there might be a chance of a billiard on here, but this is what you've got to be careful with when you're playing this tap-tapping, because you could end up either setting up a combo or something like that. Now, that's a combo. That is a combo. Now, how? He might have a blast at this. I think Spectre Don's going to have a blast at this. Oh, it hasn't gone though. 7 balls hung up. And semi-pro is going to be hampered by the 6. And he just got to be careful he doesn't roll through and hook himself behind the 8. I don't think he'll be daft enough to do that. Yeah, that was not easy. It was not easy. And this 4 ball, I think, has gone fairly tight to the rail. It's not frozen, but it's a little sharp nip on the edge of that 4 to bump the 7 in. And this is not a gimme. If you catch that 4 ball, anything in the front of the ball, it's going to bump into the rail and come out. You've got to get this flush. And you see what I mean? That's exactly what he did. He caught it really in the way in. And that's why he ended up pushing it away from the rail and consequently missing the 7 as well. So easy to do. Because it's not easy at that distance and that angle to make that hit perfect. It had to be a perfect hit. So semi-pro, just kill this cue ball, leave the 8 up table. Well, he's not killed it, and that's why he's now gone slightly awkward. He should have just dragged that in and held it. Welcome to Tam. I hope you're warmed up for tomorrow. You're not in tomorrow anyway, Tam. I forgot about that. I forgot you're not in the team. I've given you a week off. So semi-pro recovers, gets himself out for 2-0. Yeah, I had myself worried there when I couldn't remember who was in the bloody team. Yeah, it's Larry, Matt, and Coldest Pillow. Coldest Pillows went home to bed early tonight. He forgot his match. He never got here in time for his match in the first round tonight, and then he went to the one loss side and then got beat. So a quick combo for semi-pro and it's 3-0. So coldest pillows should be fresh for tomorrow. And semis came up dry. Oh, now that 2-ball's just gone on the way of any thought of a thin cut down the rail there for Spectre Dawn. Is he going to try and nip this into the side? Surely he's got to try and duck here. Now the 3 and 7's a possible combo if it comes to it. But he's got to try and nip behind the 6 here. He can just nip this and dink behind the 6. Well, this is a shot I'd be playing every day of the week. Just a quick nip in the cue ball and come back in behind the 6. He went for the... I don't know what he really went for there. I think he convinced himself he could drop that 1 ball in, but he's left the 1-2 combo. So, Spectre Dawn was devoid of ideas there on how to keep that safe. I would have definitely tried to nip that cue ball in behind the 6. Well, that would have been a good shot there if he hadn't run into the 4. Now, this is tricky at distance and how you get the hit on this 1 if you're trying to get distance between the 2. Now, if we go in left behind the 5 ball, but he'll be leaving the 1 ball exposed if he doesn't get cover, so he's going the other way, trying to use 9 and 6, and that might work. And that will do very nicely. Now this is something where you could play a jump over the 6, miss the 7, hit the rail and try and hit the 1. That's what he's trying to do. Got to miss the 7. And that is a good result. Very good result. And an easy safety for Spectre Dawn return. Although there's an edge showing. Now he needs to bump this 1 hard enough so that it's coming towards the 3 and 7. He doesn't want to leave it in the gap. Well, the cue ball's gone south. Well, that wasn't expected. So, Spectre Dawn, 3-0 down, has been given a lifeline here. But the other lifeline might be that 3 ball for semi-pro, because the 3 ball and 7 ball are now not set as an easy... Well, it was an easy to make combo. But he's right behind the 3. And now the 4 ball is the issue. So he's content to leave this 4-8 combo, and this is tricky. In fact, he could just push through and lock up on the 8, but semi-pro will be playing the kick anyway. So he's gone all out for it, and he's on the mark, or off the mark, sorry. I'll have another quick drink. But he's not getting any joy in the break. It's semi-pro, I think, might have just got blocked off. No, can he get enough of the 1? Can he get through to get that cut? Yes, he could. Well, that's not what he wanted. Well, there's not really a problem on the table here now for Spectre Dawn. He should be back to within 1. Now he must have the angle on the 7 after he plays the 6, and he will, because he's got a nice enough angle on the 6 to do that. So this should be coming back across to the right hand side of the 8 ball. So rack number 6. Spectre Dawn going to find the momentum. Well, he's got the 7 ball in. And that 2 ball and 5 ball have got in the way. So now he has to come up with something that's decent enough as a push out. Well, that isn't it. Because again, he's left a bank here. Of course, the problem with semi-pro is that if he's going to go all out to the bank, he's got to get the cue ball running and avoid traffic. And I think he got a double kiss there, because that went way wide of the mark. And now he'll definitely be in trouble. And if he doesn't get any sort of hit up top there, Spectre Dawn's going to have a good opportunity to nail semi-pro for a second 12, but he's got the hit, but he's left a shot. Now this might just be a little dink. He's trying to stay up top for the 2. So from 3-0 down, we might be all square here in a minute. Tournament's been on for 2 hours. And Smoking Sid survives another round on the 1-loss side. 4 racks to 2 against Eloquente. Where's this cue ball going? Well, he's got a nice little brush off the 4. And pretty certain we're going to be all square here. That's the thing about playing matches against these guys, or in particular Spectre Dawn and Friday Night 9 Ball. You play the race to 7. You know, semi-pros had himself 3-0 up. Larry survives against Slim by 4 racks to 1. But the problem is that you're going to get few chances, few opportunities, and it's that important when you do get them, especially if you're getting any sort of handicap. Well, in this case, it's the handicap's a bit irrelevant. But you know, semi-pro knows that when he gets a snip of a chance, I'm sure there's bound to be one coming, that he has to actually take it. But he can't do nothing as long as Spectre Dawn keeps getting a ball in the break. Now he's got a testy cut in the 2. And these balls are all good as long as he gets something on this 3, and he's overcut the 2. That 2 ball was never a gimme. So this is what I'm talking about. Here's semi-pro with a chance. This is awkward because he's got to come out of there. Is he trying to use the rail or anything like that? What's he trying to do? Not judge the draw. But this is erring on safety doing this, because the cue ball is heading down the short side of this 4-ball, and it's not going to be good unless he moves this cue ball a bit. This is tough. Yeah. Well, he got a bump in the 4, and he wasn't really good in the 4, was he? But I think there's enough of the 3-ball certainly for Spectrodon to pot this. He's going to be running at the 6. He's going to have no shot in the 4 other than a bank, as long as the 8-ball doesn't block him off of that. So this could go ugly very quickly here for Spectrodon. You know, cutting that 3, he's catching the 6. If he goes this way, he could end up with no shot in the 4. Well, he's caught the 6 thin, and well, he's got to duck here. He's got to stick behind the 5. I mean, that's crying out for that. But he hasn't got tight enough, so it's an easy kick off the short rail. The kick is on up and down, just past the 8-ball. Yeah, I'm pretty certain there's a decent enough line there to get a good lump of this 4 and maybe even pot it. Oh, he's got it thin, just caught an edge of it. Now, Spectrodon can stun this in big time. It doesn't go past the 7, but you can stun it in big time and nip across for that 5. Oh, the second half is underway at the rugby. Ireland are 12-10 up. Well, a big dig into the cue ball. Come across table, miss the 8-ball. Oh, now he's came out good. 8-ball was always a danger there, and hitting it could ended up hooked behind it, but he's got away with it. And from 3-0 down, he finds himself now a rack in front. And it's now 17-10 to Ireland. Ball going in again. 1 ball's come into play. 9-ball stuck on the 8-ball. 2 balls going down. So we can use this 4-ball to hold for the 3. Yeah, 17-10 to Ireland at the moment. I'm watching it on STV. Well, STV player that is on my phone. You forget it was on, Tom. See you later. Good night. Oh, that's another little tricky one. Now, is he going to get greedy here? because he could try nipping this 5 in and playing for a bump in the 8 and 9 and still holding for the 6. And that's what he's done. And it's came out good. It's came out very good. So it's going to be 5 in a row for Spectre Dawn. And when Spectre Dawn gets his break working, you're just going to get frozen out of the game. Nothing semi-pro can do about it. Well, now he's got his chance. The 1 ball has come back into play. 2 balls very handy. 3 balls going to have to be into the side pocket, although maybe not. It can go in the corner as well. And it'll probably have to because he's not finished great in the 2. Checking it up big time, but he's gone out of line. Now it's a pressure shot here for semi-pro. Well, he wasn't sitting good in the 2. I mean, that's as good as you could expect in the 3. Checking the cue ball up. Welcome to Vertical Liquid. And now he's in no man's land and he's hampered with a 5. And he's got a long 4-9 combo if he fancies that. But that, I mean, he's got a dodgy cut in the side, but either way, they're all ugly. And he's played the combo. Watch the cue ball though. Oh, what a disaster. He's forgot about the cue ball. Dug out a 4-9 combo there. And he's buried the cue ball. Oh, he'll be kicking himself at that. I mean, he's played to stun that in, but he's ended up actually drawing off the object ball and scratching because of it. Well, that was his chance, albeit it didn't end up easy, and then it went from bad to worse, and then he pulls off a brilliant 4-9 combo and tracks the cue ball into the corner. Oh, he'll be annoyed at that. He'll be really fuming. But it's going to be 6 in a row now for Spectre Dawn. But that definitely was self-inflicted damage there. And Ireland have another try. Oh, either they're going to run away with this, with the conversion to come. At the moment, they're 22-10 in front, and the second half just started. So, semi-pro's had a couple of chances during this run of Spectre Dawns, but he's not been able to convert them. Hence why the run has gone to 6. He's now in the hill. He's got the 6 ball on the break. He's got the 1 ball, the 2 balls wide open, so is the 3. It's coming back from the 3 to the 4, and then he's going to have to deal with the 5-8 combo. And the 5-8, of course, that 8 ball will give him the match, because that's his money ball. So I think it would be safe to assume that semi-pro may well not be getting another shot here. In fact, the likelihood of that is fairly slim. It all hinges on this 3 to the 4 ball. Now let's see how tight that 4 ball is. It's not bad. And the conversion goes over as well, so it's now 24-10 to Ireland. I bet he's about probably £7 a pint, or €7 or €8 a pint over there in Paris. Right, well, there you go. Spectrodon had a couple of glimmers there, but they didn't fall into place. And from 3-0 down, Spectrodon runs out a 7-3 winner. So he's through to yet another final. And all the business now is in the one-loss side. So Smoking Sid is playing Larry. Semi-Pro's coming over to the semi-final match. Larry's already 3-0 up in that. And I'm going to say the same thing here. This match is over. Larry just has to leave that angle in the 3. And that's the angle he wants, because he can nip back across table. Oh, that's really poor. That is so poor. I mean, he never went through with the shot there at all. You've got to hit that with pace to nip that cue ball back off the 3 and skim across. And that's a huge fail for Larry there. It really is. I mean, the mouse didn't just go through in the shot there at all, so he didn't generate any power in it. In fact, the power came off the shot by the time the cue ball got to the 3. That needs to miss the jaw, and it needs to spin and run. And that's an excellent shot by Smoking Sid. And now Larry's in bother. That middle pocket's trying to be in the way there of the line, and Larry convinced himself he could get there, but I was convinced that the middle pocket was in the way. Good evening to Bedhead. Well, we saw a track ball mouse shot there, Bedhead. I don't know whether you caught it, but everybody that's watching knows that was a track ball shot. Larry had the match won. He had a 3 ball where he needed to. The 3 ball was over the top left-hand corner. That 4 ball was just sort of on the first diamond. And Larry had to ram the 3 ball in and get the bottom of the cue ball to come across table to play the 4 into the same pocket. And he never went through with the shot. And then Smoking Sid come up with a great safety, hooked Larry. And this is the end result here. As long as he can get up to this 8 ball, he will survive at least one more rack. And that will do. As long as it nips across, he should be fine. Well, is Larry going to be made to regret that? You never know, it's only a race to 4. Smoking Sid gets his brake working. We saw in that hot seat match, Semi-Pro was 3-0 up. Spectrodon won at 7-3. No, the trackball thing isn't overblown. You wouldn't have done what Larry did there. You wouldn't have done it at all. What Larry did when he played the shot, he just did not get into the cue at all. The cue ball died a death when he went to the 3. So the 4 ball was sort of there, right? The 3 ball sitting there. The cue ball's down here. And what he had to do is, with the angle he had to nip that 3 ball in and bring the cue ball that direction. He ended up finishing there because he never generated any pace in the cue ball at all. That's a trackball mouse that does that. Not a normal mouse. I swear blind. No, he hasn't. I mean, unless he's leaving me. Well, put it this way: if he played that shot with a normal mouse, that was even crapper. that shot that he just played. Well, Smoking said, if you get this one ball in, oh dear, commentator's curse. How's his luck? I think he's left enough of this. Yes, he has, and Larry's got loads of room to have a shot in the 2 ball here. Well, can Larry redeem himself? 4 ball has to be, he has to be up top for the 4 ball. Well, he's got to nip this 3 ball in. The worst thing that will happen is he'll hook himself behind the 7, but he's got to nip this in. Oh, he's not nipped it at all. He might be okay though. He might be okay. He's got second prize here. Now, he has to play this sort of dead weightish. Well, he's got loads of left on it to try and come across so that he can still get to the 4. But how's the cue ball? And that will do. That was very well done. Now, you've got to get out into the table. You've got to get out into the gap. And that's perfect. Got a nice angle in the 6. Nice big stun. Used the angle he had. We can do the same again here. So Larry's going to get himself over the line. Just a straightforward roll in. And then we'll have the semi-final match at 20 minutes past 9. So Smoking said, after a shaky start, he had a good run in the tournament at the end of it. A good run through the one-loss side, so I'm pretty certain he's broke even at least. Let's see, what did he get there? Yeah, well, he's come out with a profit. He's come out with a profit, so that's a good result at the end of the day, considering he was in the one-loss side for a fair chunk of the tournament. He had a 4-1 win against Coldest Pillow. He had a 4-0 win against Stefan. He had a 4-0 win against Bankster. And a 4-2 win against Eloquente. So he's done not bad, surviving the one-loss side for that many matches. So now Spectrodon has another weight. We've got the semi-final match with Larry and Semi-Pro. And they're probably just lagging off just now. One battle started. Larry won the lag, decided to break. He's got a ball, 4 balls going down, no shot in the 1. Oh, wrong button. 1 ball doesn't go. That should be Stubbs' name. Slot counts. So he's played the 1-7 billiard. Not really come out too good in the 1. It's a thin cut. And this is dodgy also. Again, good recovery. So now, what do? Going to leave the higher cut in a 5. 6 ball isn't going anywhere. So, got to try and manufacture something one way or another. We might be trying to billiard onto the 9. It might be worth a shot. Yeah, you did well, Sid. Well, that did everything but going in. I mean, it's tough going over to the one-loss side, especially when you don't play that often, and then you've got to survive races to 4 all the way. So I don't know whether you looked at the bracket. You've come out with a profit, so that should always be the objective of anybody getting into the tournament. If you can pay $150 to enter the tournament, you come out with 195 or something. You've made a 40-odd $V profit for the night's work. Well, Larry has first blood. I think he's dry again. You never heard what happened to the jury duty? I was there all week. We were there. We didn't go in. I got a phone call saying I wasn't needed for the Monday. We went in on the Tuesday, and I was there right through to the Friday. Yeah, you're missing all these big championships we've got running. We're running championships all the time now. You've got the. Well, I see what semi-pro was up to there. I think he might have been trying the jaw to, like the snooker shot where you hit the jaw and try and rattle up to hit the one. But he was also making sure he didn't move the one ball a great deal. But I don't think Larry's really got great cover there that he can spin into this, no problem. Yeah, it's done. We had the verdict on Friday. Well, what's that? Was that a week ago now or a fortnight ago? Yeah, we found him not guilty. Oh, that's a bad one from Larry again. Didn't want to run into the 8 ball. He's left a shot for semi-pro. Now, he might go up between the 7 and the 3 here. Or is he trying to stay below it? Yeah, he's trying to stay below. And that's pretty good because now he's got a nice angle just to nip that up the top there and just stay in the gap for the 4. No, the evidence that we had given by the not the defence lawyer, the other lawyer, the evidence that we had there was pretty, and especially from the questioning by the lawyer to the one that was making the accusation, the person answering the questions wasn't very reliable with the recollection of what they were describing. So the Scottish law is, if there's any doubt, you know, the prosecution lawyers got to prove beyond reasonable doubt. And if there's reasonable doubt, the judge tells you, you've got to find him not guilty. And I think that was the first thing that we all agreed in the jury room, that you know, is there reasonable doubt? Well, yes, there is. So we're one apiece. So this is the semi-final match to see who meets semi-pro, the usual suspect in the final. Not semi-pro. Did I say semi-pro? Did I meant Spectre Dawn? I don't know. My brain's shutting down again, of course. Well, I'll tell you something. The English judges are soft in crime. Those two teenagers that stabbed this girl to death, stabbed her 27 times. They ended up getting jailed for 20 years today. Now they'll get out of jail, probably doing half of that for murdering a young girl. That's what soft in crime is. If that was me and I was the judge, they wouldn't see the light of day again. Well, the one thing I noticed semi-pro is that I never noticed. Well, watch this cue ball. That's heading south. I never noticed semi-pro online on my days off this week. I was in and out the VP4 lobby most of the day, my days off, and I never saw him. So he must have been taking a little sabbatical. Yeah, they should make me a judge. You know, the higher a jury for jury duty, but they should also hire a member of the public as a judge. Because if that was me with those two today, they'd be in for life. And if hanging was available, the two of them would be bloody getting hung. I wouldn't bat an eyelid. Not an inkling of any guilt myself on hanging those two. You know, once all the forensic evidence is all gathered and all that stuff, then there's no doubt who's committed the crime. Bloody hang the two of them, and I've done with it. Save us a lot of money, a lot of taxpayers' money, paying for the feeding and the clothing and having a roof over their head for like 10 years, and then they're out in the streets again, the pair of them. Yeah, well, my head's level enough because I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. Hang the bastards, that's what I say. So Larry's got himself in front. Got a wee bit fortunate there with a double kiss. He's left a dodgy cut in the one. And semi-pro taking the opportunity to bury Larry. That was the right shot. Well, I just think that the judge takes into consideration. You know, when the judge, we saw the judge doing her summing up. They had that. They showed that in the telly. As she was, it was a female judge. She was addressing the two of them, and basically let them off the hook because they were young. You know, she basically doesn't want to see them spending their life in jail. When the two of them plotted the murder of this girl, they had written notes that was shown on the TV today in the news. Notes about the plan to kill this girl. I mean, with full intent to kill her. Plus, the girl that it was the girl that actually did it. The guy was along with her. She was the one that murdered her, and she'd been checking up on sites for various things, looking at these brutal websites about murdering people. So she had it all planned, and they got her in the park. I mean, this lassie went willingly with them as a friend, and then they murdered her in the park and left her. And then you see him getting on a bus. You know, the police did all their investigation, gathered all there was dash cam footage of the two of them walking away from the park, dash cam footage from a local in a car. There was also footage from a bus showing him getting on a bus. They just went about their business after murdering this lassie. So we're now two apiece. But I just hope something bad happens to them in jail, because the inmates in jail will get to hear about it. You know, word will get to them about what they're in for, and I hope I hope somebody gives them a chibbing. So semi-pro is going to be one away here in a minute. I'm looking at Twitch right now, right? I put Twitch on to keep Cobra happy, and you know how many people are on Twitch? Me, as far as I can see. So Cobra's probably went to bed. I can see one person, one viewer on Twitch, and I think that's me. Let me try the other thing. Hold on. Let me try that. Yeah, there's one viewer on Twitch. All of that bother putting Twitch on. Or is it you, Bedhead? So you're the only person that's on bloody Twitch. Cobra's pissed off to bed. Or he's went back to YouTube. One of the two. So there's no bugger watching on Twitch, and I was doing YouTube only tonight. So that was a bit pointless putting that on when nobody's on it. So next Friday, and for the foreseeable future, it's just going to be YouTube for Friday Night 9 Ball. Sod Twitch. So Semi-Pro is going to get his revenge match against Spectre Dawn. Spectre Dawn from 3-0 down took out Semi-Pro to the one-loss side with a 7-3 win. Oh, you haven't seen me, grumpy bedhead. I'm tired. I'll tell you something else, I'm a bit hungry as well. So now that I think about it. Right, so what time is it? Almost 20 minutes to 10, and we have a final. And as I said, it's a revenge match between Spectre Dawn and semi-pro. And somebody's still stuck in that room. Now, who was that person that had come in? Trying to remember who it was that came in. I don't see them anyway. Right, let's get in. So, all right, we're in Spectre Don's keen. He usually hangs about for a minute or two before he comes in. So we'll get Spectre Don on the right side. No, I'm not playing if I can help it. I've got Larry, I've got MC Clarkey, and Coldest Pillow are in the lineup tomorrow. Tam and Bill get a rest. I just hope Matt remembers to show up. He said he'll be there, so I'll be sending him a reminder on Facebook. Oh well, Stubbs a legend in his own mind. There's no doubt about that. Well, Larry's a legend because he's been there since day one. Since ever I came online to VP3. There's not really many more when you think about it. I've said this umpteen times, but I always remember the first guy I ever played online. And I just wonder if he was somebody that ever changed his name, because I've never seen him since. But he was a regular player of Virtual Pool 3, and his name was Kudos. Quudos. That was his name, and it was him that told me about the VIP ladder. When we used to play the VIP ladder matches, you played a match, and then you reported the loss, and you'd go up and down the ladder accordingly. And I remember another guy from the Philippines. His name was Pinoy. He was a good 9-ball player. Don't know whatever happened to him. These are players I remember from years ago. But there's not many long-term players like the one that I mentioned here earlier was Smoking Sid. I remember him from VP3, but he plays very rarely in VP4. Albinario, I don't know how long Albinario was in. I mean, Albinario was around for a long time in VP3, but he certainly wasn't, if I can remember rightly, I don't recall that he was there when I came online. Albinario will obviously know better than I do, but Albinario has been around for years. I mean, there's a player, what's his name? Oh shit, I've forgotten his name. Who has been in VP4 in the early stages, and then he's obviously work commitments and other things and whatever. Allenville, because he was a very strong VP3 player. He won World Championships. He's on the list, but you never see him in VP4 at all. Matt Magic, that was the best snooker player I've seen. Better than anybody I've seen in VP4. He was the best snooker player I've seen. But he again played once or twice in the early stages of VP4 and then you never see him at all. I think a lot of people have outgrown gaming. You know, a lot of people have played games and then they've outgrown it and they've got on with their life. So there's lots of people that have been to VP4 in the past or VP3 in the past, and then when GameSpy shut down, a lot of them lost interest. So they did. So 2-0 for Semi-Pro. Now, is this going to go similar to the first match? Semi-Pro got off to a good start, 3-0 up, 2-0 at the moment. And then the wheels come off in that hot seat match. And there's a fair chunk of people that played VP3 and VP4 who are no longer with us, which is just a sad fact of life. Watch the cue ball. I think he's okay, but he's left a gap. Well, Albinario is by far the best all-round player in Virtual Pool. He's been like that for years. I mean, you know, he's not the best three-cushion player in the world, but you know, he's better than any of us that don't play it at all. Well, Franco was again. He was. See, this is where there's this sort of grey area. You know, Glenn, when he played VP3, was a very strong player. He won the snooker and the 9-ball championships. But I still don't know whether he wasn't Franco. That we'll never know. That we will never find out. I was convinced he was. But even before GameSpy went down, Glenn had left. He was away racing in Formula 1 games at that time, as far as I was aware. That's what took him away from Virtual Pool 3. And by that time, GameSpy was dying a death and getting killed off. But before GameSpy died, we knew that VP4 was in the making. Well, this is taking on a similar vein to this hot seat match. Semi-Pro about to go 3-0 in front. That's not going to get there. That's not getting there. Oh dear, commentators, aye. Big boo-boo from Semi-Pro. Trying to be too cute there to keep that cue ball in line on the 8-ball. The cue ball leaked away up table anyway. He still left a knot with the 8-ball, but that's a big fail, not getting a 7-ball to the hole. So, from staring at a 3-0 lead there, he's now given the break to Spectre Dawn, giving him a rack, and Semi-Pro knows what could happen next. It might be a long while before he gets a shot. I don't think anything's going in though. And Semi-Pro can redeem himself straight away. Look at this table. 1 ball on, 2 ball into the side. He's got to come back to leave the cut in the 2. He's got to come back behind the 4 so that he's cutting the 2 in to drop down for this 3. He's come back a bit more than he would have really liked here. Now he's got to come up past the 6 again, I think. Or getting it a bump. No, he didn't get the bump. And now he's in no man's land. Well, this is, again, there's work to do with the cue ball here because it's the wrong angle before. And if 5 ball's blocked with a 6 into the corner, he would want to play it in. Yeah, he had to do the big stun to try and come across into the table. He actually did well, but not getting the line. He's left a 4 in play, and Semi-Pro has a chance to redeem himself and keep that 2-rat lead. Well, we're going to be finished early tonight with 15 in. It's only 10 minutes to 10. We might, at a push, get to 3.5 hours, but I think it might finish before then, because these guys don't hang about. And they're going to be consistently potting balls, so racks won't take that long. Well, that's what he said. That was part of his parting signing off that night, that he was uninstalling it. He'll be back though, in whatever shape or form he decides to come back as. Because VP4 is a bit like a virus. Aye, he has been in it, and each time I think he's come back with a different name. It's a bit like a virus. Once you've got the virus, it rears its ugly head every so often, and you have to get a fix. You have to get the antidote, and the antidote is playing the bloody game. Because it would drive him mad if all he was ever doing is playing it offline. But then again, as soon as he has a rant about something, then you'll know exactly who it is. You can't disguise that. Now this is tricky to keep safe, if only because the 1 ball wants to stay there where the 3 ball is, and that wasn't much good. That was not much good at all. Of course, the problem Semi-Pro had was where the 2 ball was sitting. But the bank is on, but he can also duck for cover here if he fancies it. Well, he can easily come back and buy them, can't he? Maybe he's jumped ship and went to Shooter's Pool. You never know. He might have moved over there. Quick look at this 7 ball. See, that is frozen to the rail virtually. Not quite. It's about 0.5 millimetre off. So you want to be sitting reasonably good, and he will be reasonably good on it. Now, we've still got, how many we got? We've got, well, including myself, we've got 8 on Twitch, not Twitch, YouTube. So for any latecomers, I'm going to annoy you for a minute because we're going to give Spectre on this rack. Let's go back to the event and we'll just remind you of what is coming up, because these are matches that I won't be able to cover. And certainly Semi-Pro will be covering some or all of them in the 10-ball World Championship. We'll get Interchange X against Hazeric, and of course, bear in mind this is my time zone. So Sunday early morning at 1:30 in the morning my time, you've got that match on. Sunday afternoon, you've got Cobra Acero. Now, my shift would have to finish early for me to be home in time to catch that match. Unfortunately, my shift finishes at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, so I won't be there for that match, more than likely at the moment. That might change, but I don't know until Sunday comes around. Then we've got Spectre Dawn and Bullabog, which is next Friday afternoon at 2:30. I will be there for that one. I'll be home from work long before that. And then finally, you've got Stubb against Vinces, which is next Sunday or next Saturday night at midnight. So that's Sunday morning. And that match, again, hopefully Slim or Steve will cover it. That way I get to see all of these matches that I can't be there for. So that's what's still lined up. And we're running out of matches now on the 10-ball. So keep your eye out for them. How do you give cues? Yeah. That's a good point. Now that you've mentioned that, Bedhead, the only thing I can think is that what do you call it? Mr. Fox used whatever $V he had in his account to buy cues. Aye. In fact, now that you've mentioned that, that's another thing to check. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look at his account. Right, well, his cue case is empty. My cue case is there. You can only trade in. So he could trade in all his cues and get $V for them. But you can't give them to anybody. Not from the options I can see there. I mean, that's my cue case, what I've got. And I don't see anything other than buying cues or trading them in and getting a percentage back in $V. So I don't know how he managed to. Yeah, well, you can't do that. You can't just give people your cues. So what he's done is he's traded them in and got $V for them, because he's only all he's got there is a house cue. If I was you, Semi-Pro, I'd be paying attention to what's happening on the table. Well, we're just having a discussion about what's how he get rid of his cues. Or at least I was interested in it. Hang on a minute. Well, I forgot that's his money ball. Spectre Don says 1 minute, please now. He must be going to the bathroom, and I'll just have a quick drink while he's doing that. Yeah, Semi-Pro needs to stay focused so that this match doesn't end up like the hot seat match. So here we go, into rack number 7. No joy. And does that 4-ball come into play? Yes, it has. Well, it's a bit of a blocker. There's 2/3 of a pocket there for the 1-ball. 2-ball on the side rail. So 2 and 3 and 4, not a problem. It's 4 down to the 5 that will count. He's gone dead straight, so it's straight back. And he's left that a wee bit short. Let's have a look at the angle. Well, he's got a decent angle now. Again, you can stun this in and skim up the table. You can go that way. You just got to get the pace right. And he's just overcooked it. He's overcooked it a tad. And he hasn't got a shot. That was the shot, but really your target is just getting to the side pocket and leaving this slightly higher cut in the 3. It's always difficult to judge. But he's got away with it. But Spectre Dawn has got a tricky little shot here if he's trying to nit over by the 8 and 9. This is tricky. It's tricky because of that. I mean, that was okay. He's not left anything easy, but he's not got any cover whatsoever. And this does cut. But it needs to cut more than that. And now semi-pros come up smelling the roses. So the rack is in the balance at the moment. But the outcome of this kick here or jump. Now this 5-ball will bank. The problem is the distance between this end of the table and the 5-ball itself is whether you can generate enough power. But the 5 will bank if you're going to play a jump to hit it. And here we go. Well, he's playing to cut across it. The 5 definitely doesn't go. So semi-pro will be ducking and diving here. Oh dear, the yawning started a bit late tonight, but it's kicked in now, big time. He's worried about scratching, that's the worry about this. You know, at least he's got the cover, but if he hasn't blocked that other rail, and I think he can get that. He's putting a wee bit of left on it. He's actually put too much on it. I don't think he needed any, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's really bad from Spectre Dawn. And this is his Achilles heel, is trying to play safeties. That was really poor. Worst shot of the night from him. Really, really bad shot. 7-ball isn't frozen to the rail, but you've got to get up high enough in this. Now this is just a little jabby holding shot here. You don't need to dig into it too much to get up table. You're just trying to hold that line. That'll do because the angle's perfect for the 9-ball into the same pocket. You could even play it into the side. You can do whatever you want from that angle. So this time Semi-Pro gets to 4. He has the lead and a chance to build on it. And a 7 ball has gone, another one, and they're all going in now. It didn't look good to start with, and then the balls all kept rolling. So the 2 ball went, the 6 and 7 went, the 9 went, and it comes back up. And out of all of that, he's got a dodgy start with this 1 ball. And that's well done. And just come back about a foot for this 4 ball. And that'll do. Decent enough angle in the 4. But he's a bit close to the rail, so I mean you can go forward and just spin around, but he's content to leave the long cut. He's leaving the Albinario cut here at distance, and I don't think he's hampered over the 8. But in it goes. Now, has he gone 2 straight? Well, probably nothing, just a dink and 9 ball into the side for a 2-rack lead. So the tourney's been on for, what, 3 hours and 6 minutes now, so it's very brisk tonight with 15 in it. Semi-Pro's break is dry. Cue ball's going to bump into the 4. How's it going to come out onto this 2 ball though? That's the question. The 1 ball's cut's no problem. It's how this cue ball reacts off the 4. I mean, it could actually get double kissed and pushed along the rail like that, which is sort of no man's land. It does obviously cut up table, but the best he's going to have is the 3-4 combo out of all of this. I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. I think he's still making his mind up what he's going to do. It clearly doesn't go into the corner up top there. And, well, he decided the best option was trying to play the 2-8 combo at that distance. I'm not convinced that was a wise move, but maybe he thought that was a better option rather than trying to cut there into the other right-hand corner. So, a 3-4 combo that isn't really that difficult. But the difficult shot now is, well, that 5 ball. It's got to catch some of the 7. I don't really think it goes. But he can play a billiard if he wants. At least he's got himself in some sort of position to be able to do that. But again, the 5 balls just come out into the table a bit further than he would have liked. Now, there's half a pocket up top. Trying to pinch a wee bit, and as soon as they catch those jaws at that pace, you know what happens. They just don't go in. Now, if he gets too much top in this, it's not going to come down. This is why these are tricky to judge. How's the kiss going to work out? I think it's going to work out pretty damn good. Loads of room to go on the 8. Nice little brush in the 6 there. So Spectre Dawn is going to nip back to within 1. And still waiting on his break kicking in. And he's got a ball. 1 ball has gone. He's he might be blocked off with that 7, is he? Or can you see the 2? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I don't think he can. He's blocked off with the 7. So just to push out, well, this is asking for trouble every day of the week here, because semi-pro, provided he doesn't scratch, he should have Spectre on in trouble here. Now, is he playing for the pot, or is he playing to get up into that top left-hand corner and use the wall, the Great Wall of China, to guard that 2 ball? Now that he's got it, he's relying on luck to get a shot in the 3. And would you believe it, he has got a shot in the 3. Right, good night. Thanks for watching. Don't forget the league night tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Starts at 5 PM GMT. And semi-pro looks as if he's going to maintain his lead, stretch it back to 2. Well, he's got to run this cue ball now anywhere in the bottom half of the table here. Oh dear. Ready by time. Well, we could still get to 3.5 hours for the event, but it's certainly going to be one of the shorter ones. No doubt about that. And it's come up dry. I think semi-pro might have had a wee bit helping hand here with this 7 ball. Yeah. No shot in the 1. And of course, difficult here to push out where you're either leaving some sort of shot on, or you're going to leave something really awkward that you're going to get put back in with anyway. And Spectre Dawn's got himself in a bit of a dilemma here in what to do. He decided it was better to have a go at it, which, no harm to him. I mean, it was difficult to play a push out where you weren't going to be put back in because of where that 1 ball was sitting. So I think after weighing up the odds, he thought it would be better to have a go at it. He's probably going to pay the price for it, but no, I think it probably was worth having a go. So 3 to the 4. Avoid the 7. Well, again, consider himself very fortunate that he's got some sort of shot in this 4. This is going up table. And he hasn't got it. I mean, that was always going to be difficult. And now Spectre Dawn has been given that little glimpse of daylight to get himself back into this again. Now, I hope for his sake he's went down and had a look at that 4-ball in the pocket. Yeah, he's got himself high enough. Now, this might just be one rail here. It might just be one rail just to come across above the 6. And leave it into the side. If it went further, he'd have played it down into the bottom. But the angle that he's got, let's have a wee look. Well, he'll leave the long 7, so that shouldn't be a problem. So just a 7 and 8 ball to get himself on 5. Well, these are still testy at that distance and at this time of night. You've been playing the tournament for 3 hours. But in it goes. I didn't hear anything go. I think it was dry. And hasn't left a shot in the window. So semi-pro, I think. Well, has he left a tiny edge of it or what? Let's have a look. I'm going to have to get out my... I'm going to have to get out my recliner to have a look. No, I can't see anything there. Well, he could push up to the top right-hand corner and leave a dodgy cut in the one. The top right-hand side. The thing is, if he goes to the left side here, he's given Spectre Dawn a chance to... Let me have a look. Well, he hasn't left him the full ball. I don't know whether Spectre Dawn wants to play this or put semi-pro back in. He decided to play it, and he's found the line, and he's found the cover, and that's a good result. Semi-pro gets the edge of the one. Good evening to Jose. Now this is dodgy. Well, again, Spectre Dawn hasn't worked out anything there. Has not come out good. He's left the shot in the 1. Bumped the 8 to hold for the 2. Now, this is a tricky one. Do you play it safe and leave a long, dodgy cut in the 3, or do you try and come up right side and get into that gap? Because that's the gap that you want. That gap there. In that area. And he's on it. Problem, of course, is where the 4-ball's sitting. Now it's up and down, avoid the traffic to get on this 4. I don't think there's any way he can hold this at this angle. Well, he's getting on the narrow side for a bedhead cut in this 4-ball. And is he going to catch something of this 7 ball, or is he going to actually run into the 5 here? Well, he's caught the 7, and in all of that, he's missed the cut in the 4. Now, the risk would have been trying to go up, down the table and get a clean shot back up for that 4. He took the more difficult option. And he could have left it easier than this, but this will still cut. And this pace is good. That's going to bounce out nice for the 5. And we will have a tied ball game here in a minute. Well, I think he should just let this run. I mean, that's the safest option. Just let it run. He's played it with a lot of check on it, which has killed the pace in the cue ball. And now he's in a dodgy area. See, if he just let that run out and helped it around the angles, he would have had a much better shot than this in the 8 ball. Tell you that. But in it goes, and we are 6 apiece. So now it's just a race to 3. And no joy. And this could be a quick rack. Semi-pro will be seriously considering the 1-9 combo. Although maybe not. That 1 ball will go. The difficulty, of course, is getting back up for the 2. But he's went for the combo. Wasn't easy. But it was probably easier going for that than it would be to have played the 1 and tried to get back up for the 2. Because he had not much room to get that 1 in. Well, plenty of room to nip back. Miss the 5 like that. And get reasonably good in the 3. Now this is a tricky one. This is a dodgy one. Getting on the 4 because it's guarded by that 7 ball. It's sort of guarded by the 8 ball if you end up getting up top. So there's traffic that's in the way here. There's nothing blocking the cue ball to get up top. It's just that you're trying to get into a spot. And that will do very nicely. Nice little bump in the 7. That takes that out of the equation. And now he should be good to go for the lead. He just has to be careful from and how the cue ball is in the 5. Doesn't want to be going near the 6. Oh dear, that's a disaster. That's a big fail. And it's going to be ball in hand for semi-pro. Now, quick check in the 7. And the 7 goes, so nothing needs to be bumped. Just needs to keep the cue ball out on the table. Now, the fact that he's gone inside the 6 is handy because he's running away across to the right here. He's going to be good enough in the 7. There won't be a problem. So the mistake this time from Spectre Dawn, getting himself hooked behind the 9. And it's a free run out here for semi-pro to regain the lead. And breaking to get in the hill. I didn't hear anything go. And the 1 ball tied up with a 5. Now, can he just dink this through? Has he got enough room? Yes, he can. But again, Spectre Dawn really struggles with these finer touch shots like that. Semi-Pro shouldn't have been even able to see that 1 ball, let alone get a hit on it and do that. That's the thing that Spectre Dawn really needs to get more practice at, is playing decent safeties. Because, you know, clearly he's that used to running tables that he doesn't get that practice a great deal. And now Semi-Pro gets ball in hand. And he's also going for the 3 foul here. Now that, has that blocked off? Yes, it has. It's blocked off the 6 ball side of the table, but he's got room on the short side to get there. And that's going along the short rail, and that's a good outcome. Very good outcome. And the difficulty here for Semi-Pro is thinning that 1 ball and getting out of there, because the 5 ball's very much in the way. And he's managed to avoid the 5, and he'll settle for that. Although, if Spectre Dawn is brave enough, he can try and duck for cover and use that 5 and 8 ball here. He's trying to use the 4 instead, and that'll work. He's not left an edge this time, I don't think. Definitely not. But he left the jump, and that was excellently executed by Semi-Pro. So the cue ball's going up top, and the 3 balls not really get much of the pocket. There's the cue ball going. Now, does he give this a smack to the long rail? What about giving this a good smack to the long rail, bumping the 7 and getting in off the 7? Or is he playing the combo? Yes, he's playing the combo, well controlled. Well, if you get here in time, Blind Hog. I mean, we've been on for 3.5 hours now, almost. And you wander in at the end of the final, pretty much. So, Semi-Pro will be breaking for the match. And also for revenge, because Spectre Dawn was the culprit that put him in the 1-loss side in the hot seat match. And this is again just a little jab to hold the cue ball, nip back out into the table. Oh, mind you, he's getting the 8 ball, isn't he? Or is he? No, I'm Spectre Dawn that's getting it. That's how tired I am. So are we going to go all the way, or is Spectre Dawn, Semi-Pro, going to get a ball this time and run out? I want to get to bed. And the answer to that is no. And not only that, the table is very good. I think the 3 ball goes past the 4. It does. So the 1's available. This cue ball, though, is really going to have to move, I think. Is he going to try and get there on this? Because the 3 ball and 4 ball are in the way here. And he's stuck to the rail, so he's going to take his medicine and leave. He's going to leave the Albinario cut in the 2. I've now coined a new phrase. Cuts like this from a distance are the Albinario cut. Sooner or later they're doomed to failure. And it's gone in, and this cue ball's going to have a nice line in this 3, I think. That's pretty good. I don't think he could have played that any better than that. And he looks as if he's going to steal 1 back here. No. The bedhead cut is still there, but the Albinario cut, watch that video on my YouTube channel, Blind Hog. The video that I posted with Albinario's cut in the 6 in that final rack decider against Spectre Dawn. You can vote for that. I've got a vote on my community tab on YouTube. You can place your vote. Right, well, if you watch it's like a 5-minute video I made a clip of the end of that match. It's on the YouTube channel. It's under videos. It's not under live, it's under videos. And you can watch the last part of that final rack the other night that Albinario played in the match with Spectre Dawn. And listen to what the commentator says. Well, this is no good, because this is a big shot to survive here for Spectre Dawn. This 6-8 combo, he's played it very well, but the cue ball's leaked away. Oh, I thought he had gone there. I thought the cue ball had gone, but it stayed the table, and now he's breaking to take the match all the way. 1 ball thought of going into the side, cue ball thought of it scratching. Something's went into the side. And, well, I thought he might have had a 1-9 combo set up there, but he hasn't. So keep your eye out for those matches over the next day or so on the 10-ball World Championships. You can go and check the schedule. I'm not showing it anymore tonight. Push out's been played. Bank is on in this 1 ball if Semi-Pro wants to risk it. But if he does, he's going to have to let this cue ball rip to get around the table. Now, there is a path in between the 9 and the 3. Well, he went for the bank, but he's actually spun into the 9. Now, I'm not sure whether he maybe had a go at the 9 there as well. Maybe the angle wasn't what I thought it was. But this, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to be a jump and a cut on this 1. And the 2 ball is handy at that end of the table if he can execute the jump and get the cut in this 1. The question is how much pace is going to be in the cue ball. Is it going to be able to come across the table and back out? Well, he's bumped to 7, and the 7, well, it's blocked enough with the 2 that he can't cut it, but he can certainly bank it. but he might be ducking for cover here. He's heading up to the long grass. Got to get this wafer thin. And that was too thick. That was still too thick. He had to get it thinner than that. Because that cue ball should have been up next to the 5 there. Well, Semi-Pro thought he could cut that in, but they're really tough. And here we go. Spectre Dawn. Well, he's a bit straight in the 2, but he'll do what he can to try and manipulate the cue ball. Let's have a look. You know, he's got a slight angle. He can get this going forward and spinning. And that will do very nicely. That is very well done. The angle was there. He just had to use it with a bit of spin to get the cue ball into prime position in the 3. So 4 to 5. And he's making sure he gets right down on it. Again, what's the angle like he's left? It's a bit straight. Now he can come back with bottom right, and that will spin and force the cue ball out into the table, and that's perfect. So now all is good. It all hinges on from the 7 to the 8, because the 8 doesn't go in past the 9 that side. Well, he can go forward and around the corner. He could play the big stun to the rail and come across. The only worry about that's a scratch, but I think he's got loads of room to bang this in and come around for the 8 ball. The only problem is that the angle coming around, he might come out and leave this a sort of high bedhead cut in the 8 ball. Let's see what line it takes. Well, he's gone for the stun instead, and that's very well played. You've got to be brave to play it, because the risk is always a scratch. And he's played it well, and guess what, folks? We're going all the way. 3 hours and 37 minutes and count so far tonight. And Spectre Dawn breaking for the match. And ball has gone in. Oh, but the cue ball's going to finish on top of the 1. Now, he could try cutting this onto the 5 into the pocket. He's trying a little. Well, I don't know what he's trying here. The ways I think he's still lining up the angle to cut this 1 onto the 8, but he's not got much of a gap there. But he could try cutting onto the 5. Well, he didn't get a roll either way, and he's left the 1 on. So this is Semi-Pro's chance. Albeit, again, he's dead straight in the 1. He's fairly close to the rail, so you're going to have to jack up big time and really fizz this cue ball. But he might draw back into the pocket. No, he's got a bump. He played for the big stun. And he's overdone it. He's overdone it. He put the right English on it, and he's overdone it. Now, this is bumping the 8. Is he going to get the double kiss come out? I don't suppose he's that worried if he does or he doesn't. He's still got the 4 ball into the corner pocket. But he's going to certainly take a chunk of the 8 ball. It's just a question of where it pushes. If it pushes the cue ball over here, he's still got the 4 into the side. So, I mean, it'd be an almighty calamity for him not to have a shot here. Oh, it threatened to scratch, but he's good. He's good. And it should be game, set, and match. The Spectre Dawn. So Spectre Dawn looks like he will not be denied to regain his crown in Friday Night 9-ball. And he's going to take Semi-Pro down twice in the process, by the look of it. Now, it would need a disaster to happen here to prevent this. Well, again, you can dig in and nip back. But I keep forgetting he's got the 8-ball, isn't he? So it was the 8-ball for the match. So well done to Spectre Dawn. Regains his crown off Cobra, who won it last week, who wasn't in it this week. And it's an 9-8 win for Spectre Dawn. And that is it, folks. So we've got the league night tomorrow at 5 PM GMT, noon Eastern, 9 AM Pacific. Try and be there for that. I'll be doing the live stream on it. And we've also got those 10-ball World Championship matches next few days. So until we meet again, I am going to say thanks for watching. And we'll say take care and good night. I am off to bed.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Good night, ladies.